Welcome to Synergy Cafe. I am live. This is Synergy Cafe, and my name is Bradley G. from Friendly Fridley, the armpit of Anoka County. And if you don't know about Fridley, it's a suburb that's about 30,000 just north of Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's made national news right there. And it looks like we're having some difficulty with Mark Zuckerberg's platform. He's that way. He's a control freak. But we're still live on LinkedIn and YouTube. And I've got my friend today. His name is Steve Hart. There you see him right there. That's not really him. That's just an image of him. Some pixels that are arranged in order that it looks like him. So I'm going to go get him. He's in the green room enjoying some of our digital hors d'oeuvres. And if you want to stand by, I'll be right back. Okay? Stand by. There he is, Steve Hart. How you doing, Steve?
Hey.
Well, I caught you setting something up there. What were you doing?
Oh, I was looking. I've got my coffee too. So you're here. I'm sitting in my car and talking to you through my cell phone.
That's the way to do it, and I think it's miraculous that we can do that on a phone and talk to anybody. It's amazing. It's like you're here.
I'm in Florida, and you're up there in the cold Minnesota.
It's not cold yet.
Well, it's not cold. Oh, good.
Well, maybe for you guys down there all full of alligators and swamps.
I don't see it.
You don't see alligators?
I don't live near there.
I know you're out by the ocean. It's kind of
nice. The alligators don't come out here very often.
Beautiful. If they did, they'd be surprised. It's a holy smokes.
Yes, we would be. Surf. We have manatee. They're really cute. See them in the water. I'm a Hoosier. I'm from Indiana, so I grew up in the cornfields of Indiana. So when I moved down here, in fact, I had never seen the ocean until I was like 19 when I came here, and it was a God experience for me. I just whoa. So, but I
had a similar situation when I was younger. I experienced my first ocean wave, and guess what? You can't stop them.
Really, I never even thought about trying to stop them.
Here's a quick story. I was down on my first trip out of the country. It was in Brazil, and there's this girl that I met down there, and we were out wading in the ocean, and along comes a big wave, and I thought I would muscle up and be tough and let the wave go around me. She dived into it because she's from New York. She's been in the ocean. I've just been in the lakes, Yeah,
I know exactly what you're saying. Yep, those waves can be nasty.
Well, here's what I want to talk about, Steve. I know that you and I used to do a lot of videos like this on magic, and I know you worked the senior market, the senior citizens, and the daycare centers and children's birthday parties. You kind of found your zone, and I believe you kind of did that through some of your spiritual growth, where you found out where your lane is.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
And I see some of your coffee talks. You do these little coffee talks. And you talk about things on a deeper level, and I would classify them as magic with a J or a K, kind of the woo-woo kind of stuff,
Yes.
And I'm into that kind of stuff too. I think a lot of magicians are. So that's what I want to talk about. Spirituality. Eckhart Tolle.
I don't separate the two, but I don't. I'll just leave it at that. I don't separate the two.
Yeah, some people do. They think, oh, that magic is evil or anything like that, or spells and all that. But it's really just getting in, they used to talk about your vibe, getting your vibe. And that's kind of like what it is. It's like these colors I've got behind me. That's a spectrum of color. And then there's all these colors that you can't see that are out both ends of the spectrum. Same thing with our physical being. There's probably a lot of stuff that we can't comprehend in this three-dimensional world we live in.
That's true. Am I hearing the music to Saturday Night Fever in the background there?
Maybe in your head. It's sort of an addiction.
It looks like you're in the disco.
And I got a little thing I plug into my phone here too, and I
oh, that's cool.
Staying alive, staying alive.
That's cool.
Yeah. You got to stay young,
Oh, hey, I'm 72 now, and I'm feeling it. Boy, I'll tell you, it is a challenge. At the same time, I'm learning to adapt. and both health and money wise, and getting around and dealing with all the change in the world. I just made a video the other day about it's just getting so crazy, and it doesn't make any sense to me what's going on in the world today. And I come to the conclusion it's all there for me just to be entertainment. It's just an entertainment for me. It's a
I think it
show.
is.
So I don't get invest myself in what's going on in the world today. I invest myself in what's going on within me, and look for every opportunity I have to give what I have to give. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
I'm kind of curious. Are you an advocate of the law of attraction and the Abraham Hicks type stuff? So with you kind
Oh,
of
I have
create your
stories
own world.
about Abraham and Esther Hicks. Yes and no. So I would there's sort of a balance there. Yes, I'm not a big follower of hers, but there's a lot of truth being spoken there.
I think it's one of those because when you think about it, when you're wanting something, the universe delivers what you're wanting, and you continue to want it. So it never manifests because if it did, the universe wouldn't provide you with it. If it did, it
Well,
would go against your
my
wanting.
perspective is a little bit different. I believe that what I want to manifest, is already there. It's
Yeah,
just I've separated myself from that, and so all I have to do as is to acknowledge its presence of what I want and give thanks for that. And when I actually have an attitude of gratitude, it opens the door for it to come to show up.
yeah,
When you're trying to manifest, like I did many years ago when the movie The Secret first came out,
yeah.
um, I was trying to do all that, and it wasn't working for me the way I wanted it to. But it wasn't until I adapted what I just shared with you that it began to work for me.
Yeah, I think like the way that Esther Hicks talks about it, or Abraham, is that she launches a rocket of desire. So you launch that desire and then you let
Yeah,
it go and let the
right.
universe kind of fulfill it. And
That
that's
is
how I
true.
found my wife, actually. I decided what I wanted was single, no kids, no drugs, no drinking, no smoking, no tattoos, and no piercings. And
Oh,
what I
wow.
got was she has one child, an adult, and she has pierced ears and has a glass of wine every year. So really close to what I was looking for. And we resonate very well.
Good, but I prefer not to project what I don't want. I project to hold an intention of what I want. And so,
Yep.
but by eliminate
That's why
by
it took
doing
so
that
long.
elimination, that's one way of getting there. Yes.
That's why it took so long.
It could have been.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. It's a very interesting thing. I'm listening to a guy right now. I think his name is Bayer, David Bayer. And he mixes Christianity with metaphysics, with science, with spirituality, with law of attraction, kind of blends it all through. And there's a lot of biblical scripture that say exactly that, like it's within you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything is within us. This what we're experiencing out here is an illusion. It's a simulation. At the same time, this is we have injected ourselves into this matrix, and so we're having this experience, and that's what it's all about. So,
Mhm.
but any changes or anything, the true experience is coming from within me. So, so the things are not happening to me; they're happening for me.
And I'll even add with you. You're sort of, it's a co manifesting relationship with you and the
Yes,
universe.
and I thank you for being here.
I'm there. I'm right with you.
Yeah, it's funny. We've known each other on the internet for what, 5, 6 years, something like that, and we never met
Probably.
in person.
Yeah, you met a couple of my colleagues, though. They came down to a thing
Yes,
down there,
that's
Larry
true. I did.
Cato and
It,
Chris
it,
Cato.
it was I had a great time.
What did you talk about me?
Oh,
No,
Larry
you
told me a
didn't.
few stories about you.
Okay. They're not true.
I think they're true from what he told me. He talked about this little boy coming in to the shop.
It was a long, 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 long time ago. It was actually before he had the store. I was coming in there when these two little old ladies had the store.
Hmm.
And then there was Tom Lidholm, and then Larry came into picture, and along with my best friend Dave, he was like a silent partner investor in it. He was too young to actually be a business owner, but his mom was of a proper age.
By the way, for those who are listening, Larry has a magic shop, and that's
Yeah,
what we're talking about.
yeah. Sometimes I get in my own
People
little
don't
world.
know what's he talking about. What store?
Yes,
Is
Medieval Magic Store.
it's a magic store, which is very rare nowadays. An actual physical place. And Larry and his wife do a great job of running that up there in Minneapolis.
And you used to have a magic store, correct?
I had 5.
There you go.
I thought I was going to get rich
Juggling.
at one time. Yeah,
You probably
I
were.
had 22 employees at one time, and um, it was I didn't get rich. I got a great education. That's what I got.
Yeah.
And so, but I think I'm grateful for what I had and
Mhm.
the experience, because now what I'm doing now is I'm teaching magic in the after school programs here in where I live in Brevard County. And I'm using all that knowledge of the products and tricks to teach the kids. And they're very, very, very simple type magic. But what they're really learning, I want to mention this, people think when you learn a magic trick, you're learning the secret to trick and that's what makes it work. No, it's far more beyond that. It's actually
Mhm.
expanding your mind and creativity and learning how to use eye-hand coordination. Right? Last week, I had the kids do something that was not easy to do with their hands, and they were able to accomplish them. And right now, I've got 42 students every week I teach.
Well, it's
Not
interesting
in the
you
same class. Huh?
bring that up because I'm in a total agreement with sometimes it's or most times it's not the move that's a sleight of hand, it's the attitude that the performer has. Like we were having a
Yes,
discussion about the top change, which is a move,
right.
and people were getting caught. That's because you shouldn't be focused on that. You should be focused on the effect. They're not even seeing the top
You're
change.
not supposed to talk about top change.
Well, this is they don't know what a top change is unless they
That's true.
Google it,
They don't.
but it might be this.
That's right. That's probably what people are thinking about. He changes his top right in front of you. Yeah,
That's right. And you don't see
yeah.
it.
No, you're right. It's not the technical stuff as much as it is the way we present it. So we're
Yep.
entertainers. We're not just technical, manipulators.
Well, that's where I wanted to kind of merge into the spiritual end of things because now that you're older and wiser, you've kind of left behind some of those other things that probably aren't as important. Your top change might have been important back in the day, and now
Yes,
it's a different thing. It might be
yes,
entertaining a child and giving him a new perspective on life rather than having an
yes,
abusive father or something.
yes.
Shifting the gears a little.
I've added in my class. I've been teaching magic tricks to kids for probably several years. I'll just say it that way. And I now find myself injecting some words of wisdom. I tie them in with the tricks themselves. Um, for example, like last week, we did some tricks with some coins, money trick, and I talked about money. What is money? The kids don't carry change in their pockets anymore. When I was a little boy, I always had a pocket full of change or of something, to buy penny candy or whatever. But they don't do that anymore, and so money to them is a different perspective. So I talked about the fact that money is currency, just like electricity. It flows, and so I got passing some wisdom to them, and you know, that's and they love it. And then I also tell stories about I tell my stories of my childhood with them. So yeah,
And in
that
addition
incorporates
to the
it with the magic.
magic, you've been doing the magic for a long, long time, but you also do some coaching with people. And a lot of people don't realize that, but you kind of share your knowledge and your experience and you help them. Would you say that your coaching is more on a spiritual plane or like, are you a spiritual coach or a life coach or what kind of coach would
Okay.
you say you are?
Um, like I was certified as a life coach back in 2001, um, and the reason why is because I was already coaching people and I wanted to be certified, and I did that for a couple of years just as a certified life coach. But then I realized that it's far more than just that. So, um, and then I changed my position now with the way I present that. So I do coach people, but I don't advertise myself as a life coach per se anymore. I'm just a friend, a man who is capable of helping people discover who they are and their soul purpose. So I do have tools that I use, which is my main tool is called the Enneagram, which is a self-discovery tool. And then I use my own intuition. Some people may refer to it as, you know, a psychic, ability to be able to pick up on the vibration of the individual. And I use that in my coaching people and helping them find. And I've been doing, just in the last few months, I've been doing a lot more of that. And it's been, it's my gift. It's been amazing. It, uh, it takes courage to do this because sometimes you get information intuitively. You don't really understand what it is. It's not coming through your mind. It's coming through spirit. So it's a little bit different, and it's not always completely accurate because the spirit still has to go through my mind to sort of, what's the word, decipher that. So that's the meat of what I'm doing with that. So
Yeah, and anybody, we're having a little bit of difficulty with sound. I hear it coming in and out a little bit, but if anybody is listening,
I know, yeah, we're all of a sudden we're having some kind of interference here, so that's okay. I don't know if the audience hears. I hear you. I hear that. I don't know if you hear me. It's a disturbance.
well, we'll see if it comes out on the end with the YouTube after I re-listen to it, or if it's just my system here. But that's neither here nor there because
Okay.
it is what it is. So, like some people,
Well,
they think if you're talking about this psychic stuff, that's kind of woo-woo and all that. But
yes, it
everybody's
is.
had this feeling. They've been around a person, they just get the heebie-jeebies around them. They're getting that vibe, or they feel attracted to them for some reason. They feel that charisma. There's just something about them that you like. So that's my disclaimer for anybody that's thinking, "Oh, you're full of bullshit with all that woo-woo psychic stuff."
Well, there are people out there who are full of it. Just make it
Yeah,
up.
well,
Yeah,
shut
you're right.
eyes. Yeah, with
I
ill
think the
intentions.
technical term is they call them shut eyes because their eye
Lord
is not
forgive them, for they
really
know
open.
not what they do. Yeah. Yeah, they don't know any better.
What was that?
I'm saying they don't know any better. They may be maybe they read a book, so they're going by the book, and the book might have been written wrong, or they
Yeah.
interpreted it incorrectly, and now they're
Well,
out teaching that, and
I even have friends who do what they call cold reading, and they're not really. They're just um, imagining things. But as they do it, they all of a sudden start picking up on some real stuff. And it's because the the possibility is there. And when you open yourself up to that, it, it just depends on how much of an ego thing it is versus a spiritual thing for the individual.
So your upbringing, were you like a Christian or anything like that? Did you go to church and stuff on a spiritual level?
Oh, I'm a product of a family that was raised in the Christian church, and in the early 70s, I was a product of the Jesus movement. I had some miraculous experience uh, during those years, and it was became part of a church fellowship for many many years, and um, and then I began to well, I actually when I went to college, my minor was in religion, but I had trouble with the theology they were teaching. It just didn't seem to fit right with me. And the next thing you know, I um, was being invited to speak to some of these churches, and even though I was not really a part of a particular denomination, and I did that for several years, and then I found this book. I found this book, Power versus Force. This is David R. Hawkins' book, and in that book, he freed me from some of my dogma, some of my belief systems that were not really true. And it's over when I found this book, that was back in 2000. So it's been 26 years now. I've been applying this, and now I teach it. And so to answer the question is, no, I'm not part of a church. I do believe in Jesus, and the power of the Holy Spirit within me. I believe that everyone has the Holy Spirit within them. They just have to connect. And That's how God. It's our connection to God. If we didn't have that, we wouldn't be here. So there is a part of us that has been injected into this world, and what you're looking at right now is an avatar. It's not the real me. When this body dies, the real me goes back to another dimension. And so, that boy, did I give you a mouthful? Then?
Yeah, it's like an Etch-a-Sketch. You got to do over. You just do that and start over again. Hey, Steve, I'm going to put you in the green room and pop you back out and see if that does something with the audio.
Okay, let's do that.
We just do this. Now he's in the green room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to see if this pops back. Okay, say something.
Yeah, I'm still hearing you, hearing the sound on your end too.
You're still hearing me, and you sound a little bit better. That might have helped.
Okay,
we'll see. Technology, it's not perfect, but on that note, it's very possible that when we're picking up things like you're talking about intuition, there may be some static where we're getting some bad vibes in there, right?
I'm suspicious myself, yes. Don't think that we're not being monitored, both online and in the spiritual aspect. There are powers that be that do not want to reveal what we're talking about. Everything from the joy of presenting magic tricks to doing what I do, to self-discovery, to the spiritual aspects, all of that.
Fascinating. Like I'm having a hard time hearing you and stuff, and we've gone for 21 minutes, so I'm going to sign this off officially. But is there anything you want to try and share that, want to get your website up here so they know how to find Steve? And that's what it is, magicianstevehart.com as far as entertainment. And that's how you get a hold of you, right?
Yeah, that's all my information's on there.
And anything you want to share before I head you to the green room?
Yep.
That's it. Okay. Take care, Steve. Thanks. There you have it with my friend Steve Hart, Magician Steve Hart, right there. That's how you can get a hold of him, especially if you're in Florida and you're looking for some entertainment for an event, children's birthday party, daycare, seniors, and also, I'm sure, corporate events or anything like that. Steve's been around for a long, long time, longer than me. So that's how you find it, and I can make it disappear by doing that. See, poof. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day. I want to thank you for coming to Synergy Cafe and taking some time to hear what we had to say. If you want to learn more, you can always Google the keyword Magic Brad, and you'll find the good, the Brad, and the ugly. So enjoy the rest of your day. Be good, be kind, be nice. Did I say be nice? Yes, be nice. Peace.